Alright, what I've come here to address today is a concern of mine, is the JoS, otherwise known as the joy of Satan. And I'm going to try to refrain from using that word, and I'll get to that in a second. Now, this cult is very dangerous. It's basically chaotic and crazy Christianity, but in reverse. And it's teaching kids to be ultra paranoid of angels, the Jewish conspiracy, like I've never heard such conspiracies. I mean, I've heard a lot of conspiracies, but the JoS is so ridiculous that I'm just not even going to go into it. Anyway, members have been quoted as advising kids, not even adults, but kids, not to take their medicine because it's controlled by the Jews. But I'm not here for all that. There's plenty of videos that on YouTube, and there's plenty of websites that, and even some from ex-members, that debunk and expose this crazy cult for what it is. If it was just that, I would not be on here right now, because there's enough information on the JoS that it's not, there's nothing I could really say to add to that. However, my beliefs. She bastardizes my beliefs. And you're asking, what are my beliefs? Well, my beliefs are similar, but not exactly, to those of a Kurdish tribe in Iraqi Kurdistan. I say Kurdistan, called the Yezidis. And basically, these people, they're very, very centric, and they keep to themselves. They're a tribe, and they worship God, and they have high respect for angels. And I say angels because I think I mentioned that the JoS is so paranoid of angels that it's kind of funny that they would pick a religion that's or teachings from this religion that is so heavily based on the worship of angels. But, so they believe in God, and they believe in the angels, they believe in pretty much all the prophets of Christianity that I know of, and they believe in Melech Talos, the angel that other religions say is an adversary. The Yezidis say no, he is not adversary, which is why I am drawn to this. I'm a theist. I'm more of a pantheist, but I'm still a theist, and I've always believed as a kid that the angel that the Christians and Muslims and other religions such as the Jews curse, I've always felt that they weren't adversary. And as I said, I'm trying to limit my use of the word that starts with a S and ends with N. And the reason for that is because Yezidi are forbidden to utter that word. They're forbidden to say Satan. And, there's many theories, but the theory that I've found that works best is that word means adversary. Well, Melech Talos is not adversary to God. So why would they call him an adversary when they believe he is not adversary? Alright, so that's that point. Yezidis believe in angels, and JoS does not. Yezidi believe that Melech Talos is God's most favored angel, JoS has this crazy delusion that they're at war with each other. I'm not gonna lie, the relationship between the Yezidis and the Muslims are a little strained, to say the least. However, Yezidis have a very positive relationship with Christians, as in, because Kurdistan borders Iraq, Iran, Turkey, and Syria, and a little bit of Armenia. And the Armenia is questionable, but those four, that's where, those are definitely Kurdish. And pretty much all of them, if you were a Christian, believe it or not, you'd be a minority. Minorities kind of stick together. So it's no surprise that the Kurdish Yezidis and the Syrian Christians, the Kurdish Christians, the Armenian Christians would be allies. It's common logic. And, of course, the JoS, they teach that, the Yezidis hate Christians. And they're in this crazy war. And one thing that always sickens me is they have, in their page, they have a section where they have the Al-Jalal, which is an authentic text. However, Yezidis aren't, they're more of oral, tradition-based, religion, so books, religious books aren't of that importance to them. It's not like the Bible, or the Quran, or the Vedas. No. But, they do have some books, they're just not as sacred as, like the Holy Quran. But the Al-Jalal is an authentic text. And I haven't and I'm pretty sure it's the same exact text, however, once again, it's not held sacred. And that one's left unaltered. However, they have this false doctrine that is contrary to Yezidi beliefs. It's called the Quret al-Yezid, and they teach that, that the gods of the Bible and the Quran are false, which no Yezidi will say that, period. They will not say the God of the Bible is a false God, nor will they say it's an enemy. And it's the first thing, when you go into their site, you'll see the Baphomet, and you'll see, there is no God but myself, who dares worships the false God of the Quran and Bible, blah blah blah. And, and basically it's just very anti-God, and it's contrary to Yezidi beliefs. And let's see, I got about two more minutes. Let's see if there's any other points I can come across. So I've already said that the Yezidis believe in angels, that they believe in God, that Melek is not an adversary. They're not adversary to Christians. Oh yeah, another text that they have is a eulogy on Sheikh Hadi's tomb. And as far as my research goes, this is authentic, except at the very end it says, "So saith Shaitan," which is basically Satan. Now we already know that, or I already told you that they're not allowed to say this word. So she pretty much, if any Yezidi would see that, they'd roll over in their grave. I mean, they would be pissed. Well, they'd only roll over if they were dead, but, they would just be furious. And every right, rightly so. Because they're, it's teaching false. Anyway, I'm just about running out of time. I will make another video, part 2, soon. Because there's so much more that I want to add. Thank you.